Problem 3 states, what is the percent by mass of a solution made by dissolving 25 grams of sugar in 225 grams of water? So I have a mass of sugar, 25 grams, and a mass of water of 225 grams. And I'm asked to find the percent by mass solution. Now, let's talk about what we have here. I have a mass of sugar, which is the mass of my solute, being dissolved in water, but that's not the mass of my solution. That's just the mass of my solvent, because that's just the water. So I need to figure out the mass of the solution, and the mass of the solution is given by the mass of the solute plus the mass of the solvent. So my percent by mass is equal to the mass of the solute, which is 25 grams, over the mass of solution, which is going to be the total mass, the mass of my solute plus the solvent. This is the mass of my solute plus the mass of my solvent, which is water, is 225 grams times 100. And if you do this, this will give you 250. So 25 divided by 250 is 1/10. And therefore, if you multiply that by 100, will give you 10%. That is the percent. Now remember, the trick here was to figure out that the mass of the water is not the mass of the solution, is the mass of my solvent. The mass of the solution is the sum of both my solute and my solvent. Let's look at problem number 4. A student wants to make a 5% solution by mass of rubidium chloride using 0.377 grams of the substance. So I have a percent by mass, 5%, and I have the mass of my solute as 0.377 grams. What mass of water will be needed to make the solution? So mass of my solvent. This is solute. What mass of water is going to be needed, meaning my solvent, okay? Now, what do I know? I know that I have 0.377 grams, which is the mass of my solute, divided by my mass of solution, which is X, I don't know it, times 100 gives me 5%. Now to get rid of that percent, I divide by 100 both sides. So I get 0.377 divided by X is equal to 0.05. And then to get X, I divide 0.377 by 0.05 to get 7.54 grams of rubidium chloride solution. Okay, so this is the mass of my solution, but I'm not asked for the mass of the solution. I'm asked for the mass of the solvent, which means that I can calculate that because I know that the mass of solution is given as the mass of solute plus the mass of solvent. I need the mass of solvent, which means that if I take the solute over here, I subtract the solute on both sides, my mass of solvent, so H2O, that's the mass of my solvent, is going to be the mass of my solution, which is 7.54 grams, minus the mass of my solute, which was 0.377 grams. And you should get 7.163 grams of water. That is the mass of my solvent. That is how much water I need to get to dissolve 0.377 grams to get a 5% solution of rubidium chloride. Okay, I will once again pause, erase this, and then we'll move on to problem 5.